Okay, so I have right here my app. There are a couple of things that I want you to notice about this app that you should be really working right now because I've seen that many of you don't change basic settings of the apps. These are the following. In here, when we click on screen one, we have a lot of settings that we can change. We have the accent colors, we have the alignment, the app name, which is this one that appears right here. We have, of course, the background color, which I changed to none, and the background image, which I put it related to the app. These are the animations. We cannot see it in the demo apps, but if once we create like the package of the app, we are going to be able to see them. I just changed this. I have the scrollable status bar, the sizing, the title visible, etc., etc., etc. So these are the settings that you should be working right now so you get a better image and design of your app. Now, what do I have here in screen one? I have a vertical arrangement for all my things. I have both alignments in center, no background, and both are fill parents. Then inside the vertical arrangement, I have the question, which I already changed all the settings here. Then I have a horizontal arrangement with two elements, the answer label and the answer text. Now it's very important that you change the settings the way you want your the answer that the user types that you want to look like. And then I have two buttons, the check button, the next button, and this one is an image. I changed the percentage of the height and width so the image does not get like very big. I did not put any picture here because that's what I'm going to be working on my blocks. So that these are all the elements that I have here. Now let's move on to the blocks. This is how I started, and I strongly recommend you to go in order. Now the first one, it's a variable called question list. I created the three questions that are going to appear on my question label. And then I have another variable called answer list, which is each one of the answers for these three questions. Then I have another variable for the current question that starts in one. This tells the app that it's going to start here in number one. If we if we start this in zero, then it will not be calling any of the questions. Now, before we move on to the buttons, I have what happens when screen one opens. Now, I don't know why, but my app, once I run the app on the cell phone, I don't know why, but the text was white. So what I did here is that I changed the color of my answer text, my answer label, and my questions to black. It was part of the design. I could not fix it on the designer screen, so I fixed it with blocks. But if you don't have the problem, then these blocks are not necessary. This is the main um, programming of the initializing screen. Now it says here, question text 2, it's going to select the item from the global question list. This is the global question list. It's going to start in 1. This is number 1. Now I have the next button. What's going to happen with this next button? First one, I have the feedback picture. The feedback picture is going to tell me, it's going to show me a thumbs up image or a thumbs down image that I already have here, the right and wrong. So this is the PNG. So let me back to the blocks. Now I didn't put anything here because it's going to take it from these things here. So it's just going to clear this out. Each time that you click on next, it's going to clear out the image. And depending on the condition or the answer, it will give you right or wrong image. Then this block changes or clears out the answer text, this answer text. So whatever was the answer that the user typed on the previous question, this block here erases it. Now, this is a condition. All of this, it just calls the elements that we opened here, all the variables that we opened here. It takes the global current question to 1, and then take the list, the global question list, and then take the current question, which is 1, 2, and it resets this to 0. Then it takes the current global question and it adds 1. So we have 1 plus 1, it's 2. 2 plus 1, it's 3. So it kind of moves forward. And then the question text, it changes to one of the lists that we have here. Now, all these blocks, the only thing that do is that they erase what you have and it brings you the new elements. And the check button, what it does is that compares the information that the user put and compares it with the list that you have here. If the condition completes, if it's right, if it's equal, then it will tell you that it's right. So it will send this right here, and if it's wrong, it will put the wrong over here. So as you can see, the blocks are not that complicated, it's just pure logic. Now, for those of you who have had problems with the connection of your cell phone to the computer, just click on All Companion. Open the app first in your cell phone, of course, and it will give you the 6-letter code or the QR code. You just scan this in your cell phone, and trust me, you won't have any problems now.